Good morning, friends. We are live on YouTube, on Facebook. Let's get Instagram up into the mix. Come on, Instagram, you know you want to. So then there she is. Let's hit go live there. All right, Instagram's up in the house. Let's get TikTok here. Yesterday, I realized that I may have been misreading something in the rehearsal room for years. What I thought was intensity may actually be information. Good morning, this is the Daily, the morning report from the Working Actor NYC. This is your place. Real life stories, strategies, and insight into the daily life of a working actor in New York City. Good morning and welcome, Mr. World NYC, Monica Favorite number one, Dort. Good morning, thank you for being here. Let me know where you are and what you're working on in your acting career. Good morning, Willie Billy. Thank you for being here. D70. Oh, I already got a rose from Tita FBFB. Thank you so much, Tita FBFB. I appreciate the support. That's a big help. All of your likes, all of your gifts, all of your shares, all of your following me, all of that stuff really helps. It really helps me build the channel. So, Vancouver, thank you so much. Thank you. That's exactly what I need. Thank you, friends. I appreciate it very much. All right, let's hit that. Yeah, I don't think yesterday about 100 people stood in a circle on the first day of rehearsal. And by the end of the day, I realized, oh, this room is telling me something. Yesterday was the first official day of rehearsal for A Beat of Our Own at the McCarter Theater Center in Princeton, New Jersey. Brand new musical, very fun, very exciting. It's all about Bhangra, which is an Indian style of dance, which is mostly competitive. College Bhangra teams compete against one another. It's really exciting. It's really fun. And yesterday we started rehearsal for the new production of A Beat of Our Own at McCarter Theater Center. And the entire company assembled. It's very common on these first days of rehearsals for the entire, like everybody who's involved with the show to gather in one room, stand in a circle, you go around the circle, you say your name, your pronouns, and your connection to the piece. And it reminds you actually how many people it takes to put on a show of this scale. This piece, A Beat of Our Own, has already had a substantial development life, including productions at Birmingham Rep in the UK and La Jolla Playhouse in California. And this is the next iteration of this show. Thank you, Dan Cooper. That was amazing. UAE, good afternoon. Thank you for being here again, Abu Dhabi. I'm talking about the first day of rehearsal of A Beat of Our Own, the new show that I'm doing here in Princeton, New Jersey at the McCarter Theater Center. And what I noticed about this particular first day of rehearsal was an intensity. The director had prepared this 3-page statement about the show, what it means and why it matters now. The designers talked us through the design elements of the show. The set designer and the costume designer both did presentations, and they talked about how they were taking some of the elements from previous iterations of the show and were elevating them. Hi, Majid. Thank you for being here. Welcome back. And then in the afternoon, we moved into our first music rehearsals, and our music supervisor made very clear the expected level of commitment that he wants from us, the performers. Usually at these sort of first day of rehearsals, it's very much about, yes, let's work hard, but let's have fun doing it. And yesterday, that wasn't really the message. By the end of the day, I thought, oh, this room is telling me something. What I used to interpret as somebody being intense, I'm starting to recognize as information about the stakes, about what's at stake. Ken Cooper, you are killing it. This is amazing. I love that you must have one of those little clip machines that you put on your phone to do the likes. Thank you so much. Friends, the likes help, the follows help. If you're enjoying the live, if you're enjoying the chat, please hit follow. Please share the live with your friends, your fellow actors. So let me know if you've ever experienced a similar sort of thing. Have you ever walked into a workplace or a project and immediately realized, oh, this is operating at a different level? And it makes me wonder whether I've misread this before, because I have encountered this high level of intensity on other high level projects, right? My internal response in those situations has often been something like, okay, I'll do my best. I know how to do my job and I want to enjoy myself. And none of that is wrong. No, UAE, you haven't? Only camel racing. Oh, but I love the camel racing. It's amazing. But I've been in 3 Broadway shows. You know, clearly, like, having fun and enjoying the work hasn't prevented me from doing high level work. I'm at the top of my industry. But now I'm wondering whether I've sometimes dismissed the message that is underneath that intensity that I've noticed in other people. Perhaps somebody was saying to me, this is the level of the game that we're playing. And what I was hearing was, this person needs to calm down. You know what I mean? Oh, Jaden, you're hilarious. Jaden Abbott 5527 on YouTube wants to try to trick me into saying dirty things. Good morning, COD VR12. Let's see who we've got over on. All right. Good morning, friends. Welcome to the daily, the morning report from the Working Actor NYC. This is your spot for real life stories, insights, and strategies on building a successful and sustainable acting career. Let me know where you are and what you're working on in your acting career. And if you're enjoying the live and the chat, please hit like, send me a follow, hit subscribe, share, please share. And so reflecting on this sort of level of intensity that I noticed yesterday, the experience that I've had isn't only knowing how to do your job, it's learning to recognize what this particular room, what this particular job is asking of me. I don't need to match somebody else's intensity, but I do need to match their investment in the work that we're doing. I think that's the sort of the distinction that I learned yesterday. Good morning, Asma. I'm doing great, my friend. How are you? Hi, Kate. Thanks for coming back. There is clearly a lot of ambition attached to this show. It has had fully staged productions. Asma, thank you for being here. sending you peace and prosperity and safety. Wow, that's amazing, Gan Cooper. Thank you so much for all of that. I really appreciate it. But the show that I'm doing, A Beat of Our Own, at the McCarter Theater Center, it has had years of development before this. It has productions in the UK at Birmingham Rep and in California at La Jolla Playhouse. And that it represents the work of an enormous number of people. Thank you, Modi. I'll have a look, okay? But there is clearly a larger future that people can see for this show, and that can potentially create jobs and opportunities for a lot more people. Careers and reputations, money and future opportunities can all be connected to what happens next to this show. So the stakes aren't simply, will tonight's audience at the McCarter enjoy themselves? We're clearly trying to demonstrate that this work is viable at another level. We're making art, but we're also working inside an industry. Sometimes the thing you're creating has to demonstrate that it can sustain a much bigger ecosystem. Thank you, Ura. I appreciate it. Asma, you are quite incorrect. I am sending nothing but love to the people of Gaza. What's the thing I like the most? Dr. Mohammed Zamgana is asking me what's the thing I like most about Princeton. The thing that I'm noticing about Princeton University, the campus of Princeton University, is that it just reminds me, I feel like I'm in Hogwarts. I feel like I'm in a Harry Potter movie when I walk through that campus. There are all these ancient stone buildings everywhere. It's very beautiful, but it just sort of makes me feel like a little kid. When is A League of Their Own playing? How closely does it follow the movie? I'm not familiar with the process of A League of Their Own, A League of Our Own. I know it's being developed into a musical, but I'm not sure where it is, where they are in that process. And I haven't heard how it differs from the movie. So I'm afraid I'm not being very helpful. Who's that? JKH. I'm so sorry, but I don't know enough about that project to be able to share any insight. I'm sure there are, Lemon. I'm just the wrong person to ask about that. So as I'm sort of reflecting upon this intensity that I noticed in a lot of the people that were working on this first day of rehearsal for this new show, I then came home and I watched a video. Thank you, Parker. R.I.P. Dolly Parton, indeed. Willie Billy did stage crew in my middle school plays. I hope that was fun. That is where a lot of us find our people, find our tribe. R.I.P. Dolly Parton, indeed. Afakazi Hama. My name is not Dave, but good try. That's amazing, Gan Cooper. I'm seeing 8.2 thousand likes. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. If you're enjoying the live, please send likes. Please hit follow. It helps the channel a great deal. Let me know if you have gifts to share. I couldn't be more grateful. You guys are really helping me develop this and build this so that I can help more people with their acting careers. Wasana Wan, my name is Benjamin. I am the Working Actor NYC, and this is the morning report. This is your place for real life stories, insights, and strategies on building your acting career. So let me know what you're working on in your acting career today. So after yesterday's first day of rehearsal for A Beat of Our Own here at the McCarter Theater Center, I came home and I saw a video on social media by Vanity Fair about their 10 people who are on their best dressed list. And it really made me think, because, you know, I was looking at what somebody like Jacob Elordi wears to an event, a restaurant. If Jacob Elordi gets photographed going out to eat at a restaurant, he's wearing jeans, a t-shirt, a jacket that looks casual, right? Except that there's an entire professional ecosystem surrounding that apparently casual outfit. The stylist who chose them, the designers who pitched the clothes, the fashion houses who are trying to get their clothes on an A-list celebrity so they can build their brands, the photographers who take the photographs, who then sell those photographs to publications and to websites, publicists who are looking for those opportunities to build brands of both the magazine or website that is publishing the photograph, but also this all helps to build the brand of the actor, of Jacob Elordi himself, so that he can then get cast in bigger budget movies. All right, Vancouver, thank you so much for the help. This has been incredible. Let's see if we can add the flash goal over here on TikTok. All right, friends, there's the flash goal up. Send a wink, wink if you have them. Agus, the time here is 8:17 on Wednesday morning. For my friends, selamat datang to my friends in Indonesia. Magandang gabi to my friends in the Philippines. Welcome to everybody. But yeah, watching this video about Jacob Elordi and the Vanity Fair best dressed list, it just made me realize that something that looks casual can sit inside a very high stakes commercial ecosystem. And suddenly I just related that to the intensity of the rehearsal room that I'm in at the moment. The higher you move in the entertainment industry, the more people may have something invested in what looks like from the outside as one person simply doing their job. There's a whole industry around something that looks very casual. At lower levels of what I do in the theater industry, yes, it is about enjoying the process so that we can bring the work to life with joy so that the audience can enjoy it as well. And then at higher levels of the industry, that is all there, but added on top of that are stakes, because there are reputations and careers and livelihoods that could be built from this project moving forward. And it sort of became personal for me, because the production may be demonstrating its viability for whatever comes next. Maybe Broadway, right? I am a singer, Wasanawan. But so am I. I am also demonstrating my viability for the next level. I've already worked on Broadway 3 times. I have 3 Broadway shows. You're welcome to check out Benjamin Howe's on ibdb.com, which is the Internet Broadway database. You can see my credits there. And I can't control whether this show ever gets to Broadway. I can't control whether or not I would be part of it if it does. but I can demonstrate what I bring to the table when those stakes get more important. Does that make sense? This doesn't mean becoming, performatively serious, but it does mean I can be prepared. I can have my music learned. I can be physically ready to jump into choreography. It means that I can incorporate the notes that the creative team is giving me. I can be collaborative. I can be curious and available and fully invested. And I think the lesson for me is that if the level of the game rises, my work needs to rise with it. The show, it may be demonstrating that it belongs at the next level. And whether I like it or not, I'm demonstrating that about myself too. When the stakes rise, I want my work to rise with them. But I don't want to lose my sense of play and fun. And this is the balancing act, right? I don't want that realization to turn me into somebody who's suddenly clenched and terrified of getting something wrong, because play is part of how I do good work. Making discoveries, trying a silly idea, being generous with scene partners, laughing, failing, staying loose enough to surprise myself. The goal isn't serious Benjamin, it's stakes aware Benjamin. I know what room I'm in. I understand what's potentially at stake. And I'm going to meet that investment. And then I'm going to play. I don't have to choose between taking the work seriously and having fun doing it. And maybe that's the next level for me as a performer, is learning how to do both at exactly the same time. All right, Q Manley, I don't know what that is. Good morning, friends over on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram. Good morning to my team over here on TikTok. Genevieve Lobidikalayam, where you came from. I originally am from Australia, and I have been living here in the US for the last 26 years. 26 years. Sawadee krap, Wasanawan from Thailand. Sawadee krap. And welcome. Do I have any actors in the house? Have you ever been part of a situation where you could feel like the stakes were higher, that you had to match your intensity to the level of the people around you? Wasanawan, I am a singer. I'm an actor and a singer, and now I'm a dancer again. I thought that my dancing career was behind me, but yeah, hi, Ulrich. I mostly get uncle, not grandpa, but okay. I could be, I guess if everybody started their jobs early, I could be a grandpa. Hello, Bilad is back. Hi, Bilad. Thanks for coming back. Sorry, I just had to get some yogurt and blueberries. Nice to meet you too, Wasanawan. Let me know what you're working on in your acting careers, y'all. Welcome back, Bilad. Yeah, I do have a lot more work to do today. We finally got the scripts yesterday, but I only got to read Act 1 last night, so I have to finish reading the script today. So after a full day of meetings and presentations, and we started working on music, at the end of the day, I immediately went into a costume fitting so that they can start to build my costume track for the show. Some of which is very boring because I play a pharmacology professor at a college. No, ni hao, I do not. But then at the end of the show, of course, Bhangra costumes are incredibly colorful and joyful, and I'm very excited that I get to wear one of those. How do you prove a negative, ni hao? Hi, NHHJFG1. Tell me what you want, Bilad. I'm not showing you my bank statements, ni hao. You're weird. Strange what people expect. Yes, so I went fully into costume fitting, and then the company manager has to provide us with an errand run. So I was able to get to the supermarket to get my groceries for the week. And so by the time I got back home, I was only had time to read Act 1 of the show. So I have to finish Act 2 of the show so I can see exactly where the show goes, where my character goes. Yes, I'm originally from Australia, but I live in New York City, and now I'm currently working in Princeton, New Jersey. Jean-Luc Pipot, welcome back, my friend. I'm doing good. I am doing good. Friends, if you're enjoying the live, please send likes, hit follow. We had a, excuse me, we had a gift goal, flash goal going. It doesn't seem to be going very well. Wink, wink. So what we're looking for, if that's, if you enjoy those. I am doing good. How are you doing, Jean-Luc? Jean-Luc, I can't remember where you're from. Is it from Austria? No. I can't remember where you're from. I don't. It's been a while since we've seen you here. Selamat datang to my friends in Indonesia. Magandang gabi to my friends in the Philippines. Oh, you had a race. Damn, okay. Then you are sore. A 5K. Oh, I like 5Ks. I only did one. I think I did fairly well for my age group. I was in my 40s when I did it. I think I did fairly well for my age group, but running has not been my thing. I am an acting coach. Yes, I have an acting career coaching business. You can check it all out on the workingactornyc.com/coach. You can also find our merch over there, the Working Actor NYC. So check out the workingactornyc.com for all the information about those things. You can also see our podcast, my practical videos, tons of resources over there for actors. Jean-Luc, 3rd place. Are you kidding me, dude? That's awesome. Congratulations. Yeah. Did you do the ice bath? So last week we started this rehearsal process that I'm in with a 3-day Bhangra boot camp. Which Bhangra is a style of Indian dance, and it's very aerobic, very physical, lots of jumping. And my body held up really well. I was really pleased, really proud of myself. But I did hit a spa where I could do hot tub, steam room, cold plunge, because I believe that doing the cold plunge can be super helpful to relieving muscle fatigue. So let me know if you're a cold plunge person too. Because that's certainly, I don't know if that's what did the trick, but it certainly feels like it's helped me. But 3rd place is a huge achievement. I'm incredibly proud of you. Well done. All right, friends, I'm going to hit the road. I've got work to do. I got to keep moving. I've got to make sure that I am fully prepared now that we're working on a show that is clearly going places. I've got to make sure that I am taking it as seriously as possible. Wow, we hit 10,000 likes. Thank you so much for all of the likes. And I can see you doing the follows as well. Oh, Dominica. Oh, cool. So thank you. Please, the likes and the follows, they all share. Please share the live with your friends. And I will be right back here tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. It's now 8:31. So come on back tomorrow at 8 a.m. I will be right here and ready to share and happy to help. All right, my friends, wherever you are in your acting career, you got this. Keep going. I'll see you tomorrow. All right.